speak English. It's something new. Yeah, yeah. So the really so many things that when you play that I really like, because especially when here we have a two theme with the extreme contrast, and the first one is very challenging, and then you really did beautifully, because easily that we chop the line, but you somehow you make the phrase, the line, the melody that continue, that keep along, give the narration really very natural. This is a good point. Second point, that the sound, that mood is there. Yeah, so it's really nice. Yeah, so let's talk a bit about the piece. So right away, yeah, we'll see. So Chopin wrote 4 ballads. So this one, comparison with the other, the structure, everything is more clear, straightforward. So it's not complicated. Mm-hmm. Usually ballad, although there's so many free section and narration and very freely, but this one is some for me, I feel that it's very compact, you know, that it's really get the job at the same time easy and at the same time the challenge. Mm-hmm. Because when it makes it so simple, also it also is another. So then even within each theme have to go maximum to more sophisticated, to more to the detail, that the little tiny detail that it really counts to make it bring out that it's more interesting rather than just monotone that all the time. So yeah, so for this, then what kind of story, what kind of character should be here? So we all know that that a few things we can talk about. This ballad is he completed this ballad during his trip to Mallorca, the Spanish island. Mm-hmm. This is, we all know that Chopin was living in Paris, and that his health condition is very fragile. Mm-hmm. So especially for the tuberculosis, really he had to be very careful with the cold weather. So the idea comes from George Sand that invite him, so that okay, why not avoid the winter in Paris and move to the south. Mm-hmm. And we all know that Spain, that it's warm in the winter, and especially Mallorca. So they take a trip. Mm-hmm. But it really turned out so bad, because it's not what they expected, that it's suddenly that year, even Mallorca, it was snowing. And then he had to stay in monastery, and you know the condition, we can imagine it. He's like a noble man, like aristocrat, he's so fragile. Mm-hmm. And suddenly the winter is so tough, so cold, no electricity, of course. Then everything is so primitive, and then food also tough, and weather is tough, the mood, everything is so wild. So he really, the trip become really phantom, that it's really so bad. After his health condition, really this went down so much after this trip. So that why during this stay in Mallorca, his feeling is so, it's really dramatic, sometimes desperately. Mm-hmm. So that why I can say that here is one thing that like a dream of the first thing, and second one is the reality. It's so tough, and then really like a demonic. So and the other thing also is quite interesting. He might be dedicated to Robert Schumann. Mm-hmm. So we all know that Schumann music is always also based very much on the two image, person, personality. This is Eusebius and Floresta. So it's very kind of quite suitable for the mood of this piece. And I don't know, it's intentionally or just accidentally that Chopin dedicated to Schumann. And the only one thing here that we can pay attention if we look more to the more analyze, then the piece is the F major and then finish.
It finished in A minor.
A minor, and they have no relationship.
Uh-huh.
Usually we can go parallel, right? But yeah. So there is maybe some sense about that. So anyway, I think I would say the first theme, something heavenly, peaceful, and ideally. And then the second one is demonic. So each one is like a heaven, other is like a hell. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is and one is when we say heaven or sky, something maybe a little bit dreaming or a little bit unreal. It's irreal, and the other is real reality. Mm-hmm. So that's why creating a mood of the first one is not only nicely shaped the theory, but have the feeling that it's somewhere there. It's high. It's a so dream. Yes, so everything on the heaven, and then we go back on earth. So I like the way you started. That, we created a mood already. The rhythm suggested kind of calmness and kind of very peaceful. And then we draw that. Really very successful. I really love it, the way you started the piece and create the mood right away, atmosphere right away, and everything is at the same time correctly, but it's very inspiring. Now, just a little detail. When you finish the phrase here, and every time you kind of the same manner. If only one time is okay, but every 3-4 times in the same manner. It means suddenly you
take too much time.
Not the time that you clumping, make it.
Phrasing too much.
Yes, the question is how much. Yeah, maybe we can do a bit on the upside. I talk about the crescendo because I would suggest maybe when it really go here, then because he really wrote, he really already the relationship between the F key and the A key is here, and so maybe here, but at least not the first time. But the first time is better to keep a kind of peaceful mood. Yeah, nothing happened yet. Yeah, and so I would eliminate the first time, and then first time the A minor, the A key comes. It's not here, but already earlier it's here. So. inside of the first theme is already we have a little bit form ABA, yeah, so listen. So that's why you see. So at the beginning he really make it quite flat. That no sign about the phrasing up and down. It's so flat, and that it gives the peaceful mood, very peace. But in the middle here a little bit, maybe a more expression. That's why he make some sign so that we have to make exactly a bit more, but very tiny. So and go back. Yeah. So yeah. So this is only little bit in the middle, and then.
I have a question here for here. What voice do we listen to?
Here?
Like the middle voice, a bit, or?
Because here we have the C major, and then go back to the F. I think that.
That's
yeah, there. They have a little in the middle as well.
Do you think this is a voice to the resolution here?
Yeah. Yeah. So all the voice. The most, I think it's more clear. Yeah. So yeah. So they all go to the F, but I think the more obviously the bass. Okay, and then here no. The way you're doing it, I really like it.
Oh, I have a question for this. Do we bring to here? Or here is relatively...
Because the way you play, you really bring very much.
Yeah, but I was not sure because depending on the score, the phrase ends here, so maybe it actually has to go down. And then
my taste, I prefer go down. And then a kind of do.
More subito.
Yeah, and because it's already a kind of bye-bye, you know the feeling to get bye-bye, that's why. But I don't think that we have to prepare for that. I think go down.
Now, the only reason I did that is because I want to, have more space to meander later. So.
I know the second time you want to make more relax.
And all of this, after.
Yeah, but here I think. So maybe different voice.
Okay.
Yeah, because I agree that it's a long way down, but we still have other voice.
Okay.
If you continue like that, may be boring, right? But it's not nothing to say. Yeah. Then of course we switch to that. Then you have another room to go with the letter. But funny thing, basically the second theme, the counter theme, would be more simple. Compared with the first one, but somehow I think your first theme is more successful. You know what I feel the second one that it's a little bit I write a little bit too muscle. So you play forte, but you play so you play quite dynamic, big, so energetic, but it's not a demonic and a kind of like a windy that it's like a blow, you know. It's not that. I think you know why? Because you are simply played by the master. So that's why play powerful and play with the intensity. They're two things different. What? So then they have kind of sottonito, and then you have to really, and then and also doesn't matter even in fortissimo, but Chopin is always a melody. But if you play simply ta 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 ta, they are okay, loud, energically, but not saying that thing. Yes, so I would say more melodic than and also they have a different with the edition, yeah. So we all know that in Chopin often we look to the two editions. It's both they are from Poland. This one is Paderewski, and then now the newest one we call National Edition by Jean Equier. So I think the
what's different here?
So here the Equier make just only one line down. But the look like if you look like that, then you have to make it the downside for both hands, like yeah. But in the Paderewski, right hand go down, but left hand go up. Yeah. So for my taste, I feel it's more declamation. Yeah, so that it's a more melodic where one go up, the other go. Yeah, it's more interesting than both go down. Because already it's not interesting. Yeah, so that so it means that here I would love it talk back to how to make a sound and how to. So usually we play different way, yeah, to make sound. Most of the case, yeah, we play by the finger, by twist, by arm, by whatever. But its own group, I call it muscle. But when the character comes from the lower degree, that is espressio, and then higher a bit, sostenuto, and then even more go to the appassionato. This is group. We cannot do with that. Yeah, this should come from the breath, respiration. Then you get more the intensity rather because if you play like this, there's no tension. So yeah, so this is the other thing. Here they have a little bit form. Yes, so the first. The second time slightly higher, and then third time. So it means the third motive is double, it's longer. So should we really come from one to the other, continue? I think. So we have a time to yes, we have to a little bit change and breathe a little bit. Change. Yeah, and then we can see the difference of the tie a bit more than first time. The higher than the first one. So then you have more room. Yeah. So this is the second theme. Can you a little bit the way when the way to play? Yeah. So a little with the breath. Yeah. I would say beginning. It's not piano, but just it's kind of like a bass. There should be everything is already on the more on the forte side than the piano. But I would say that it's speaking. But this one, and it speak more with its last two notes. So the first one, you just make it like a bass. Yeah. And then how about that? So this Papa getting better. Now this one is I don't feel that it could be a bit more articulated, more clear. It can be the repeat note. Yeah. Could be a little bit support from the first and third note.
Because I listen more to the up. So maybe that's why.
I'm talking about the to make it more. Because here. So the repeat now. Talking about the technique, because if you make it something that this not a question which one should be louder, but I mean that you keep a little the first note a bit like a support. So, but of course they should be balanced. Especially the because I think it's obviously the first should be a bit more support than something that is light. Yeah. So if you show the second note, I think that's it. So and together with the left hand also support also. Exactly. Yeah. So and slightly the second time a bit more than first time. I also see that you showed it, but the thing that then suddenly we cannot follow the anyway they have a melody, but when you draw the other on the right hand, we forget about the left hand, and it is kind of unfinished that phrase. Yeah. So I think logically we have to let the phrase of the left hand finish. Yeah. Then if you want to add it a bit, but it's not the main. Otherwise we forget about the ending of the left hand. Then here is good. Here is very good. Now I think it's more interesting in this section. Yeah. This central one. This one very interesting, and because the beginning, the first theme block, try to keep peaceful mostly. We cannot do much, but this really good chance to add something even more artistic, more creative. Yeah, because the sense here is developed. Yeah, and expansion. So that why I would bring maybe more freedom to the idea, to the intention you want to do. Yeah. So first of all, right away after the stormy of the Florestan section, and then we go back. Do, 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 dee, da, da, da. I don't think psychologically it's not the same like a beginning. So beginning when started, everything is beautiful, do, 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 dreaming, everything. But already when you taste the stone mood, here, that is why, look, quite interesting that why he finished very straight here. This one suddenly stop, yeah? Yeah, have some sense about that. So I would say after the shock, of the fluorescent shock, this time we get lost a little bit. Somehow in our mind, it's not the same like a beginning. So play a little bit, unsure, hesitated, where to go. Yeah, then finish with that. Yeah, rather than play exactly like a beginning. Yeah. So there's some other concession. Look like okay, journey continue. If there's stormy day, and then we continue. But I don't think then we don't have this. So I would love maybe feel hesitated a bit. So think about that. And then we have a bit kind of surely hesitate. And then again, maybe here they are not happy with the F. And then, okay, wrong way. So we have to go to the A. You see? Yeah. So kind of hesitated between the F major or the A minor. So the key, the F key or the A key. Yeah. So then. Now, this one, you do 2 times, that only thing, the second time you make it a little bit more softer. That's the way you do.
You mean the ornament?
Yeah, I suggest, because that kind of is suitable, it's a manner of improvisation, you know. So do the second time, it's okay. But the first time, make exactly 2 times the same manner, I don't think that it.
So first time just maybe more normal?
And even he make it not obligation, it's only option, you know? Yeah?
Okay.
Can you see that?
Yeah?
Yeah? Yeah. So, parenthesis. So it means...
so maybe faster?
Play together rather than arpeggio, right? Yeah, so...
Or maybe you can do like, like for example, the second time.
About the tempo?
I don't know.
Usually Chopin often like that. And then later he make a... Yeah. And then... yeah. So the second time a bit improvise. So here I think that we have to make the first moment, because the beginning even have nothing. That yeah, go right away the note, and then so here already we add a little bit grace. No, I think that's enough, but I would prefer the chord. And the second. Because when we make like that, we come a bit more free, a little bit softer. Yeah. Okay. So then start from here the new element.
You mean in general it can be more improvising? It's starting. You mean middle section or?
Actually, on the block.
Okay.
Yeah, until that, right? The 2 page. I would say central part. This one is really modulation here, change the mood here, a kind of that it open the door for many possibilities. Yeah. So then beginning it like that, and now we have a new element. This one. But I think you make the opposite. You make so like a written, I think is more logic, and then written. The character is quite interesting, very curious. For me, it's a little bit suspicious. It's something down or something suspicious. And here different. Here comfortable. But this one, little bit again, that is some sign of some diabolic or something like that. Yeah, here there's something. So I rather bring this, not sure way, but yeah. Well, this is my really very personal imagination. Yeah. If you like it, take it. No, it's not a problem. So, but I think that it hint here, some hint, because here's something new.
Well, the chord is.
Yeah, exactly. Already by the harmony and also by this when Chopin, it sounds, we don't feel that much suspense, but when it here, so the rain is always something mysterious. Yeah, so that's why I said that for this we cannot use the same pedal. So before we have pedal long, legato, but here pedal. Here different. Yeah. So here I would rather play not with the pedal. And then we have simply no pedal, and then with pedal, and then the smoother. And here another AK edition different. Yeah, before we have in Paderewski. Okay. And here we have well, many people shocked when first time hear the AK edition because something that we are not not used to that. But beginning I was so shocked, and then with the time, okay, I kind of get used to that, and it's not bad. Yeah. So the second time they will have that. Yeah. Yeah, normal. This if I did not see this Tresto Piumoso, I would say okay, you play quite wonderful. But this Tresto Piumoso, it again is something that I would then go a bit wide with that. Yeah, so that that is really yeah. So that one line and for this maybe you need not really change pedal so often. When we go to the forte and crescendos upside. Even the pedal is not dirty if we keep one pedal, long pedal, and the benefit is that we get much more intensity with one pedal rather than chain. And then suddenly so so celebrating the mood, yeah, harmony and everything. So, but it's very short, yeah. So that mood that okay, I win, that is very short. But anyway, I don't think that we should connect it. Have to change the break a bit with this pause. Yeah, you did very well this one. That it suddenly go back to the dramatic mood again. And here very convincing because even it's not written, yes, so but because my two Thai recitator, I don't think that it's better than that only one, but make it. Yeah. So here make one modulation on the C major. I think it's much more interesting. Now, then this section is good, so a bit similar to the first one, just change a bit, organize the sound and mood. And then I especially like this section now. Really good, boiling before the coda and everything. The timing is correct, everything is really perfect here. Now the coda did it good, they did clear and at the same time agitato and very solid. I don't think that we need to touch it. And you see, that's why you see that it comes from the Mozart. Yeah, so that is why when you make a something that missing that now another interesting is the ending. So after that, everything is really full of the battle. And you feel that it happy end. I don't feel anything there. For me, here even more like a phantom feeling, explore feeling, yeah, rather than successful or happy end. Yeah. So this one. So here clearly he go to the A, nothing with F here. And then if we say, okay, the fatal end, then what we have, just only the dust, explode the dust, and the echo. So only the echo. So here there's another section that I would let a little bit get more imagination. You can make your own thing that in this section also interesting. That it not play standardly like a beginning. First of all, we clearly go to the A, and then after the phantom chord, empty hand, I think, yeah. So. I would suggest don't play exactly tempo primo because tempo primo, yeah. But here because after the shock, after all that, slightly slower.
Maybe here we can do more tempo primo.
Here is very free.
But
Here, here very much psychologically need to change that it really is okay, so like a failure, totally failure. very weak. It's so sad, so desesperated. Yeah, there's no hope. Little but I also did rather don't play so open, so loud.
Where, the end?
Yeah. What about
Okay.
something that okay, but it's not okay at all. Yeah, yeah. So for me, it's quite. I cannot say that pessimist, but I don't feel any little. Okay, said okay. It's the end. Yeah, the end had to end. Yeah, but I don't think that it's something sure about this success here.
Here we have to play this. I was not sure.
This one, which one?
Together, because I did like this, I think.
You play with the so here the
No, I did like this. No, it's not good. Yeah, it's not good, huh?
Some.
It should be together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because started together and ended together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because here. No, it's too beautiful. It does
No time for this.
Yeah. So, okay. So this is what we hear another jungle here. Yes. So and then I don't know. Of course, it's more logic. Yeah, so that it will go to chromatic. This is the Paderewski. But which one is you think that is?
I don't know. I just use this so I follow everything better on this.
I think that here I prefer maybe Paderewski. But when maybe they didn't prepare for that, and that make that. Yeah, so it could be. Yeah. So so think about that. But maybe I can you a little bit extension section. Little bit here. So if you have some other idea than that.
You mean it could be more move forward, or?
So I would say, yeah. So maximum use all the new material, some new detail to create some image, some. So totally, because here really tap, and then so that okay, so that the body that at the end really so tied to the parent, tied to the top, but the before need not really play loud, but quite kind of mysterious. So and that mainly you can use the timing different and touch different and but mostly the feeling comes into but with the third time with the pedal.
This we don't do what's written. That's too much, you know.
The pedal, you want to talk about so the pedal indication is very much like a selective. So I know that it is original. But again, the piano, we have piano different, exactly. And then many plays, because the parent can in music score you see just only on off on off, but in the reality we use so many types. Here I think it may be good to make it finger pedal. So you see. But here I think the pedal here and along is okay. It's quite okay. Here is not okay, you can make it long. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, yeah. Go back.
Oh yeah, because I used to bring too much. You say you mean?
Yeah, I would.
I did like this. That's too much, huh? Okay, go back. You mean to this?
Yeah,
Mood?
yeah.
Okay.
So the mood. You know, if you want, you can make a bit more than first time, but it's not that much. Yeah, so that. Because here already we rate one level higher than here. But it's higher. Should be a bit more sound. Yeah. So here, yeah, I think that the second level, second time already we can raise. Yeah. But not that much, yeah, because here anyway we have to prepare higher so that we can come for the next. You know, yeah, I rather, because here you play very sotonito, but somehow you you slow down and you make a new one. I think that maybe continue because he make crescendo.
Already,
you see? Yeah, so already go. Okay, yeah, I think it maybe more natural. Yeah, so it's prepare for it. Yeah, okay, yeah.